right, this is going to be an interesting video, and because we're going to show Elektra, Daredevil, Night Nurse, Reworks, Moon Knight, and White Tiger in this new offensive war team called Shadowland, and this is from a comic that I'm not familiar with. And first things first, I got to give all the disclaimers. When the patch goes live, actually this stuff will not show up in game, but it will be in the data mine, and that's why they're choosing to release it through the envoys. But they also want to let everybody know that all of this is subject to change. They're actually not quite done with them, but they're going to be in the data mine. And so we got to take everything in this video with a grain of salt. Basically, this is beta gameplay footage subject to change. Hopefully, we'll get new information. But the information that is going to be in the data mine we're going to talk about today, and it's going to be the idea and overview of what the final kits will look like when they finally finalize them. I guess they just need more time to tweak them, but they do want them to be a very strong offensive war team. So I have the tentative kits. Like I said, grain of salt. And I think the reason why they're releasing this is just because they knew the information was going to be in the data mine anyways, so they might as well provide some explanation. Unfortunately, we're not going to know like raw stats and whether or not they're good because all of that's going to change. Is that enough disclaimer for you? All right. But I'm pretty excited about the reworks, but they said even the reworks could change a little bit. And I kind of want to talk about the reworks first because the one that I'm the most excited about was for Night Nurse. I think that's a good place to start. Because the rest of it it's good, but Night Nurse is the one, character. She's very good at the beginning of the game when the game first came out, but definitely has not held up as well as other characters. Okay, so this is a Black Order footage here. We're going to toggle over to some Marauder footage. But anyways, basically her basic attack now will always apply slow for 2 turns, and if she's on a team with the Shadowland allies, so these are the Shadowlands, flip 2 positive effects to negative effects on the primary target. So she's probably going to still be the healer ISO 8 class, but when you have a character that can flip positive effects like that, sometimes they get striker. And then all of the characters in this kit, in this team, is going to have this thing right here. When forced to attack an ally, this character deals less damage to Shadowland characters. So I'm thinking about Loki, Emma, Mystique have that mind control trickery thing where they can do damage to each other. Kind of interesting. Then special basically will clear 3 negative effects for the most injured ally and all adjacent allies. Very nice. Heal the most injured ally and all adjacent allies. Great. And then call in the ally with the highest damage to attack the primary target. That's amazing. That is amazing because then she will actually be doing damage instead of just healing. And that's great because she's not really a damage dealer. This is like a significant boost. Then her ultimate right here basically is going to read flip 3 negative effects on self and all Shadowland allies. Heal all allies. Wow. And apply regeneration. Very, very, very good. And down further, her passive on turn, 25% chance to heal the most injured ally for 15% of this character's max health. And then right here, when this character or any Shadowland ally drops below 50% max health, apply defense up to that character. Kind of reminds me of, I guess Crystal does that, right? Fill this character's speed bar by 30%. And then on war, heal the most injured Shadowland ally for 15% of this character's max health. So, Night Nurse looks like she is going to be a proper healer and actually do something. She was actually terrible. And this right here, her special looks like a significant upgrade. Now, not as excited about the Elektra and the Daredevil reworks, but we'll go over them because then we'll get to the Moon Knight kit and White Tiger. Moon Knight actually looks pretty cool. But Elektra base health stat improved by 11%. I believe Daredevil is going to get that as well. Basically, the 70% chance to bleed now will always do that. And then a lot of this stuff is team specific. If this character has 3 or more Shadowland allies, or if the target is a defender, apply 3 bleed and gain extra focus. And then again, the same mechanic here where the mind trick does not going to work on this team, which I think is pretty interesting. Her special damage boost, clear 3 positive effects, and gain stealth for 2 turns. Her passive looks is quite good too. And then her ultimate, damage boost, of course, and piercing, so that bypasses armor. And war with 4 more Shadowland allies applied, disrupted for 2 turns, and gain a lot more focus. Great. And then her passive, which I do like, and if you look at these battles when they're coming into spawn, they have her typically in the middle, and then her 2 adjacent allies are going to get evasion and stealth. Let's toggle over to an Asgardian battle right there. So it says, on spawn, apply evade and stealth to all adjacent Shadowland and hand allies. And then in war, she gets a lot more focus. The Shadowland allies gain focus. On spawn, generate 1 ability energy to self. If this character has 4 more Shadowland allies, gain 85% chance to revive on death. All right, that's cool. So she's gonna have a high chance of dying twice or multiple times. Oof. If she dies first, anyways, that's gonna be pretty good. She's gonna be under stealth most of the time, anyways. Okay, Daredevil. Again, Daredevil's going to get a boost to his health, 11%. His basic attack now is always going to double tap. They just kind of simplified that so that it always gets the double tap, where it used to basically was a villain it always did. And then it has that same mechanic where the mind control is not going to work. His special just basically is exactly the same, except for now it applies to Shadowland allies. His ultimate is it can't be blocked. Now, the advantage to can't be blocked is that basically negates the deflect. And deflect is a lot of goofy things in addition to preventing crits. His passive, okay. Basically, they add the Shadowland basically to all of his passive. And then it says, in war, if this character has offense up, gain 25% crit chance for each Shadowland ally. Gain additional 10% speed for self, and then the Shadowland allies gain an additional 10% speed. So when I'm looking at Elektra and Daredevil, their usefulness outside of this team doesn't look like it's increased much. Night Nurse does. Night Nurse maybe can get some use out of this team now, but really they're just making these 2 characters work in this team. Now, I want to go to Moon Knight before I talk about White Tiger, because Moon Knight looks pretty cool. I have to say I'm impressed. This could be something very interesting to me. Okay, so his basic attack, Dissociative Strike, attack primary target for 340% damage. Gain a random positive effect for 2 turns from this list. Okay. Counter, offense up, speed up. And then again, that same mechanic where the mind control, the mind tricks won't work necessarily against this team. His special, 5/5, attack primary target for 310% damage. Rebound chain for 3 to 5 adjacent targets for 240% damage. Gain 100% crit chance on your target that has a negative effect. And this attack can't be blocked. And the reason why that's important is that deflects stop them from critting. And so you can't crit into deflect. And deflect is just a guaranteed block, basically. So can't be blocked means that that's good, because that also enables the crits. All right, very cool. Counterattack breaks this change. So as long as there's no counterattack out there, it looks like it's going to be good to rebound back and forth. I do like rebound chains quite a bit. I like that they've been doing that. That was first introduced with Deadpool, but I like how that works with Zemo and so on and so on. Ultimate, Death from Above, which we've seen the animation a couple times over here. Looks very promising. Energy at cost 6/6. Attack all energy enemies for damage and apply heal block. And then this is kind of fun. 50% chance to apply up to 3 negative effects for 2 turns to each enemy from this list. So it's got half the time it'll apply something, and then what it applies will be random. So that's kind of fun. But it's kind of random. I mean, it's an interesting way of doing it. I think it could be fun. Bleed blind, defense down, disrupted, offense down and slow. Gain quite a bit of focus for this attack. In war, this attack clears all positive effects on each enemy. That is huge. That is huge. Huge, 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 huge. Passive. Character cannot block. But check this. If this character gains deflect, but think about boosting, or think about whether or not that special room is still up. If the opponent, using this team early before, I don't remember, Hanger goes down. You know, this is going to be good. If this character gains deflect or any character's turn, if this character has to flip it to offense up and feel speed bar. So he's not going to need deflects because he can't block. And then anytime he's got deflect, it just gets converted to offense up. Gain damage reduction, resistance, max health, and then Shadowland allies also gain the max health. In war, while this character has counter, gain 50% damage. Kind of cool. I like it. I like it. And I hope I got the right room for the, I don't know, I think it's hanger. That's going to be more important, right? And then this team going early in war is going to be more important, right? White Tiger. Rising Claw. Attack primary target for 300% damage. Apply heal block for 1 turn and defense down for 2 turns. This attack deals double damage to summoned characters. So I'm thinking about Dark Phoenix. Well, but they're not going to be on defense. Who's going to be a summoned character? A clone? Doombots? I don't know. When this character performs a counterattack or says she applies defense down for 2 turns and slow for 2 turns each target. Seems like a good candidate for striker. And then of course that the mind control mechanic that's on all 5 of these characters. Specials: Stalking Slash, energy cost 4/4, attack primary target for 140% piercing, plus piercing per Shadowland ally, bonus attack 3 times per Shadowland ally. Wow, that's going to be great. The piercing is going to go through the roof. Basically this is going to run through armor. Apply heal block for 1 turn and disrupt for 2 turns. In war, apply ability block. That's great. That seems great. And then her ultimate, Thrill of the Fight, Eye of the Tiger. Boy, this is great. Heal self for 50% of this character's max health. Clear all negative effects. Attack primary target for a ton of damage and apply heal block. Looks cool. And then her passive, on spawn, looks like she's just going to go first, basically. Look at this. Feel speed bar for 10%, 5% speed bar per Shadowland ally herself and all Shadowland. Wow, that's great. That's great. They're going to go early. On spawn, apply offense up to self and all Shadowland allies. That's great. On kill. Now, this is just her kill, so this kind of reminds me of like Ultimus. Fill speed bar by 70%, then gain focus and so on. And then in war, gain resistance for self and all Shadowland allies. And war offense, gain, check that. On war offense, gain 20% damage for self and all Shadowland allies. So, it looks promising to be a good offensive war team. I think that's what they want it to be, but how it actually plays out will remain to be seen. And so stay tuned. If there's any developments on what the final form of this team actually is going to be, I'll make videos. And whether or not I think the team is good or not, we'll have to see. We just don't have enough information as it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.